Skirmishers on the beat. Skirmishers on the beat.
30 hertz straight up.
Hello on this wonderful Wednesday. I am Savannah Burks. I have a 501c3 nonprofit organization called Lupus Has No Face. You can view that website at www.lupushasnoface.com. I am here to share with you guys my diagnosis. So I am a warrior myself. And I was diagnosed at a young age, I believe 12 or 13 years old. Just one day, out of nowhere, I was feeling sick, lethargic, fatigued. I was just sleeping, unaware. I had muscle pains. I had joint pains. I was in and I was out. That lasted for a couple days, as I can remember. And I was took to my primary care provider to see what was wrong with me. And before I actually got diagnosed with lupus, I was told that I had mono and all these other different autoimmune disease, because if you do not know, or as you know, lupus is very common to other autoimmune disease like cancer, for instance. So I was back and forth to my primary care doctor and the emergency room, and no one actually really knew what was wrong with me at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was around 1998 or 99, somewhere around that time. So lupus was not even heard of. So I wouldn't eat. No one actually knew what was wrong with me. No one could help me at home. I was just in this terrible state of mind, just terrible state of pain. And I was just there. Like, I was just literally just there. One day I remember going back to my primary care provider, and that's all I remember. I was in a coma for 3 months before I came to. And that's when my doctor told me that I have lupus. I was very young at the time. I heard what he said, but I didn't understand. I didn't ask questions. I just knew that I was sick. At that point, I had to stay in the hospital for a couple more months because it ate at my immune system so bad. Like, it affected my immune system. All my good cells were just bad. My body was eating at itself. And because it was so long before I got any help, that's what made me go into a coma. My body just lost control of itself. And so when I came to and found out that I had lupus, I had to learn how to read all over again. I had to learn how to walk all over again. So I was just this brand new baby that had to get taught all over again. It was very frustrating and very lonely and very sad, even though I had a great deal of support. But my mind couldn't wrap around that I was sick, not understanding and being young. I'm like, how did I catch this? Who gave this to me? Like, how, why me? So as I was going through all these treatments, these doctors in and out my room. So basically that was my home. That was my home for a very long time, away from home. And, It was just all surreal, very emotional. I had a lot of, resentment. Um, because I just couldn't understand, like, why me. Before that, I was very active. I played soccer, I played kickball, I was on a cheerleading team. I was very active, and they don't know how you get it. They assume that you can get it from the environmental, or something that you ate too much of, or stress can too much stress. But there's no cure for it. And so at this time, learning how to be mobile again. I was later released to go home, and I still had to go get checkups like 3 to 4 times out the month. So being young and having to go to these doctor's appointments all the time, it was very draining, very depressing. I was very popular at the time too. So all of my friends kind of wonder what happened to me. And like you guys know, or I don't know if you have watched any videos about Lupus, but like Nick Cannon and some other well-known stars, Trick Daddy, they tell you, like, they talk to of not understanding things. So I lied about where I was and what I was doing and why I wasn't available, because I didn't understand it, because I didn't accept it. So I wasn't educated myself on it. So I didn't know how to explain that to my friends. Um, I was on a great deal of medication, prednisone, which bulked me up, gave me a moon face. It's a steroid. It helped me a great deal, but it also was very, very, very bad to my body. It was started to deteriorate some of my bones. I was on plaquenil and naproxen, and I was vitamin D, ballista, um, all these narcotics. I had a great deal of medications that I was on at a very young age. I had to change my diet, so not too much sugar, not too much salt. I couldn't be in the sunlight too long unless I was protected. I couldn't be stressed out because it would trigger my lupus for flare-ups. So again, just being at a young age, going through all of these changes so quickly, um, I just I was alone, and it was just very heartbroken for me. Um, Once I start learning about lupus, once I accepted that I had it, I started to educate myself. Because even though the medicines was supposed to help me, that did help me, it made me very, very sick in the beginning. So I was very nauseous, and I felt like I always had to throw up, and I was light sensitive, and I just kind of didn't want to take it, but I had to take it if I wanted to be alive. So I took it, and my support system helped me with it. It was a routine. Certain times of the day, I had to take medicine all throughout the day. My food was not tasteful like it used to be. Again, I didn't have a quality of life, but I had a great deal of support. And even though I had support, I still was alone, because now I can't do anything that I wanted to do, anything that I was used to doing. And now it's just me and family in the house, doctor's appointments. That's it. So people that are being newly diagnosed at a very young age, I would say it's very important to ask questions, to research, to get educated. Have an advocate for yourself, or your parents to be an advocate for you. Because if you're not an advocate for yourself, or have anyone to be an advocate for you, things just kind of seem long and drawn out and played out. You got to go to the rheumatologist, the neurologist, all these specialties that you have to go to in order to be healthy. And so I learned that later on in life. Um, so for people that are newly diagnosed at a young age, it's very important to actually follow the rules, because I didn't follow the rules. And if you're already sick, you're going to get sicker. So if the doctor is telling you to do something, or your mom and your dad is telling you to do something, and you have your support system and you have your friends, I wouldn't suggest lying to them, because you need your friends to come over to, even though they don't understand. It's kind of like, like-minded people at the same age. It can kind of brighten up your day. But again, I didn't learn that until later on in life. Um, so that is really um, how I got diagnosed and found out that I had lupus, which um, prompt me to start my own nonprofit organization called Lupus Has No Face, because when I did accept that I had lupus, there was no one that I can relate to, and there was nothing out there for me that spoke to me. So I created my nonprofit organization around the things that I was missing, along with education. So like when your hair start falling out, and why is your hair start falling out, and they teach us to be beautiful from the inside out. But when you're going through an autoimmune disease, it's kind of hard to do that. So I teach our warriors how to take care of their hair, the resources to go to a dermatologist to do the treatment for the hair, and also to suggest certain wigs that they can wear to still feel beautiful outside, from within. I also teach makeup classes where we're getting lesions on our face from the sun, and that cooks from inside out, and you have this red, purple, or black mark on your face, and you're being insecure about it. So I'll teach how to apply a natural makeup application, just so you can feel beautiful. Because if you feel beautiful, you act like you act beautiful, and you have a better day, and you're more productive. I also teach accepting what you have, because once you accept what you have, you now can learn about it, be educational about it, and be your own advocate about it, because no one knows your body better than you. No one knows your body better than you, and it's very important to, when you go to these doctor's appointments, to just write down what you're feeling and what you have been feeling and what you're going through and your mental state, because it plays on your mental. It actually does. So it's good to have a journal to write down all your symptoms and the things that you've been feeling when you're going to your primary care or your rheumatologist. And it's very important as well to have a rheumatologist, because your primary care provider only can do so much. Rheumatologist is a specialist that most or all lupus warriors or patients have, and you can convey that to your rheumatologist and letting them know how you feel in your mental state, like that, so you can get the help at that time. Because sometimes, having lupus, SLE, lupus systemic, it affects all your major organs, so your brain, your heart, your kidneys. And sometimes when we're going through things and we're trying to communicate that, your brain fog may kick in, and you wouldn't remember that if you didn't have it written down. So that's a very good thing to do, is to journal. Um, you will have to change your diet, because too much sugar, too much salt, too much of anything really can trigger your lupus for you to have a flare up. So that's, again, knowing your body, knowing the triggers, and that comes with paying attention to your body. The sunlight can be good for us, and it can be bad for us. And that's when you're out in the sun too long, and you're feeling fatigued, and you're feeling drained, and that's where the vitamin D kick in, and your sun hat that you should wear, and applying your sunscreen, and basically taking care of your body. Drinking a lot of water is very, very, very important for our warriors, us as well. Me, I'm a warrior too. So again, I just came through today to just those that are newly diagnosed, or younger children that is newly diagnosed, what my experience was being diagnosed. There will be more to come on my journey living well with lupus, because as of today, I am living well with lupus, and my lupus is in remission. Yay. So We're going to be featuring other people too on tips on lowering or knowing your triggers and, healthy habits on what's good for our body and what we should stay away from, even though it is hard. But if we want to have a long life living well with lupus, we have to do what we don't want to do sometimes. So, again, please subscribe, share this page. Stay tuned for next to come. And it was a pleasure talking to you guys today. See you soon. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing on this lovely Wednesday? We are here with the lovely J Gourmet. Our discussion that we will be covering today is eating well with lupus. So I brought Jay on today to give us some tips on how to have a more healthier balance when it comes to eating certain things. As we all know, there are a lot of different resources out there and research out there letting us know what to eat, what not to eat, what not to take too much of, what to stay away from, and what to have more of. So without further ado, this is J Gourmet. You can find him on all platforms, J Gourmet. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a up and coming chef. Yeah, I got a catering company, and I've been cooking since I was about 8 years old.
Oh,
That's my first love. So 8 years old without supervision on the grill.
really?
Yeah, so I do a lot of cooking.
What's the love for it?
Man, it was always like a comfort. It put me in my comfort zone. I was doing it for so long for free for people. So I was like, you know what? They say, you do what you love and you make it a career. And here I am now.
Congratulations. That is super, super dope. That you've been a part of?
Well, I recently was a contestant in Man Who Cook for the Black Chambers of Commerce.
Oh my God.
That was the first time I ever competed with anything with cooking, but I always get good reviews about cooking. So I went out there, put my best foot forward, and end up coming in second place.
Congratulations.
Yeah, like I didn't want to stop. I want to keep going. I want to keep competing to see how far I can get and see how many awards I can win and, show my kids that, I'm out here doing something positive for the community.
That is amazing. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. So what else? What else is it about the amazing gourmet Jay?
That they don't need no teeth to eat my meat,
What does that mean?
That, it's so tender. It's tender like a mother's love, fall right off the bone.
Fall right off the bone.
Yeah, like to serenade my meat, my food when I cook it. Think it come out, better, more flavor. The flavors sink in, different notes I sing.
Making me hungry already.
You know what? I was gonna bring you some salmon, but I had to go pick up some things. So next time I got you some salmon because I know how you feel about salmon.
Yes, I'm gonna keep y'all updated
and stuff.
Okay, that was very dope. That's very dope. So tell us, what are some tips and traits on keeping the inflammation down while eating certain foods?
First of all, you gotta stay away from the saturated fats, different things that like processed food, a lot of red meat, things that contain a lot of fat, like fried foods and stuff like that.
And why so? What can it do to you?
Yeah, it triggers inflammation. It actually adds inflammation in your body.
So it'll make us sick. So once we get the inflammation, we become sick.
Yeah. Because that triggers lupus, right?
Yes, it definitely does. So, what else have you found out about it? What is something that we can take more of that can give us a more healthier, balanced diet?
Really, basically, like more fruits, fresh foods, vegetables, fatty, like fish that's high in omega-3s and stuff like that.
Do you cook any of those dishes?
Yeah, I actually specialize in salmon. Salmon is one of my top dishes I sell. So I sell a lot of salmon because I don't eat meat, but I cook it. I cook meat, but my diet is more based off of seafood. Something that's not as stressful to your gut, your digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
So how different meats take longer to digest.
Absolutely.
So if you eat meat every day and it take 2 days to digest, when is it actually leaving your body? So it's like you just always have it in there.
Which is not healthy, huh?
Right. And a lot of people don't know about, fasting and, stuff like that.
So have you ever fasted before?
Yeah, I have. Actually, when I stopped eating meat, I went on like a liquid fast for about 2 months.
So tell us, what does that do to your body? What's the benefits of fasting?
It actually helps your body heal internally, because it gives it time to restore itself. You get a lot of water weight off, a lot of extra weight, stuff like that.
I definitely can contest that. I fast on and off before over the years of time. The only thing I do not like about fasting is how frequently you have to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
But when it's over, you feel very light. Your stomach is down, the swelling is down, the inflammation is down. You just feel like you done lost 10 pounds. Your thinking process is better. Sleep is better. So I think fasting is very good. You should do it more often than not.
Yeah, because I believe it helps with, like, when you're using the bathroom a lot, that's like detoxing. So you getting out all the extra stuff when you sweat and you use the bathroom a lot. You getting out all that toxins out your body, flushing your kidneys and bladder out,
which we need, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the amazing Jay. Again, tell them how they can get in touch with you or even order some food or come stop by.
On Facebook, Jay's Gourmet Catering. That's mainly, but I'm on Facebook, but not Facebook, but Instagram, but it's Jay Black to Don.
Okay.
That's my stage name.
Your stage name. Yeah. Stage. What else do you do besides cooking?
I do a little rapping, but I rap about cooking too. So
really, that is very interesting.
Yeah,
that's
on all platforms right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. We may have to have him back for a segment too because I didn't know nothing about this. Rapping about food, that's pretty interesting. I'm intrigued on seeing what that's sounding like.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a video to play for you guys, just giving you guys a visual. Some people learn in different ways, so I'm going to play something for you guys on what to stay away from, what to get more of, and how it affects our gut, which we all know that our immune system is 80% in our gut, and that's how that's where the information starts from to make us sick. So let's check out the video.
Problematic foods in lupus. The mistake I see most people make is they think they can just eat anything and hope that their lupus symptoms will just go away. But frequently, that's just not the case. Typically, there's a food that's triggering an immune response. Then that food will cause recurring problems long term. That's why it's very important to keep a food diary and regularly review it to see if you can catch what's going wrong. It's amazing to see the number of easily avoidable problems if you just pay attention. And you may be thinking, so what are some of these problem foods for lupus? Now, like I said earlier, everybody's different, but this research article from a few years ago shows an altered intestinal environment is closely associated with the inflammation seen in lupus. Now, you shouldn't be surprised by this, considering around 70 to 80% of your immune system is contained in your gut. So when you have an immune disease, such as lupus, you need to look at what's wrong in your intestines. Some food, when it's not broken down properly, can trigger a strong immune response. Frequently, inflammation starts in the intestine. So to heal inflammation, you also need to heal the gut. Before we discuss how the immune system can be triggered by certain complex proteins. We eat protein in our diets. It can come from a variety of sources, both plant and animal. A protein is basically a bunch of amino acids connected together. When the protein enters our digestive system, enzymes in our intestine break up these into individual components called amino acids, which then get absorbed. These intestinal enzymes are called proteases. And the reason this is relevant is sometimes the proteases don't get the job done, and we're left with large particles of protein that linger in our intestines and bloodstream for long periods of time. Why does this happen? Well, certain types of protein are hard to break down. Also, there may not be enough protease to break down the proteins. Protease enzymes are produced by our bodies, but can also be found in many types of plants. As you already know, the gut is just one big, giant immune organ. So these incompletely digested proteins register as a foreign threat and generate an immune response. Basically, the body thinks it's under attack by these large undigested proteins. So then it secretes a bunch of immune chemicals which cause inflammation, and that can be a protein. Large undigested protein provoke an unwanted immune response in our gut, so the more that they're broken down by enzymes, the better. The enzymes that digest proteins are known as proteases, and plants produce proteases to help with fruit ripening and seedling growth. We use them obviously to stay healthy. The names of these enzymes include serrapeptase, nattokinase, catalase, bromelain, and papain. These are just examples. In our diet, we hardly get enough of these unless we're eating a ton of microgreens or sprouts, which is why you should consider taking a protease supplement if you have immune inflammation. Next in this category of enzymes is coenzyme Q10, which is found in green and leafy vegetables. But you can also get this from a supplement. I hope you're starting to notice a trend here. Green and leafy vegetables hold a lot of value here across multiple phytocategories. So do seeds and sprouts and herbs and spices. The trouble I find is that it's hard to get a substantial amount of enzyme from everyday food, so a lot of folks just take supplements to help with this. Again, not all protease supplements are created equal, and you have to be sure that the enzymes you're ordering have confirmed activity across a variety of pH environments, because your stomach is acidic, your small bowel is alkaline, and your blood is neutral to slightly basic. So ideally, you need an enzyme blend that functions across.
So as he stated, if you're going to buy enzyme, make sure they work for all three: your blood, your bowel, and your stomach. So just a little bit of history on how I deal with my diet. Again, it's so many different diets out here that you can do, and so much information out here that you can search for, and they're going to tell you different things. The best thing that I do, and I still do it to this day, I have a journal. So if you guys get a journal, even if you start journaling today, start writing down the foods that you eat, how it make you feel over a 6-week period of time. And then if it's making you feel some type of way, write it down, write your side effects. If it's making you feel sluggish, if you're going to the bathroom, if you're having an upset stomach, whatever the case may be, because those are the foods that you would typically stay away from. That's how you kind of rule out what not to eat or what not to eat too much of. We're still human. We still want to have a life. So we still indulge in things that we are not supposed to indulge in, but we do. But we want to be healthy overall while doing so. So that is a good thing to have a journal. So for me, salt. I try my best to stay away from salt. I replace it with like lemon pepper or turmeric, because that will still give you the taste that you need when cooking and still making your food flavorful. It's a lot of other different seasonings out there that you can use to replace your salt. Sugar. So I am a fiend for sugar. I love my cakes and my pies and things of that nature. So I indulge in those too, but I do know when I have too much of that. And what will happen is my fingers will swell up, my feet will swell up, I would feel sluggish. It wouldn't be good for me. But I've been living well with lupus for so long, I typically know how to deal with that. So it's like a reset. Let's go to some of these comments in here from our lovely Lachelle. This is so good. Great info. And I'm definitely buying a plate. Okay. You got a customer already. Hey, Lachelle. We also have, I just started back eating meat and I feel the difference. Let's stop it. Kenda, I love you too, babe. We got the love. This is my chocolate drop. Hey, Ruthia. Hey, sis. How you doing? And we have the panel podcast group. Yes, Miss Dash seasoning is something that I do use, and it's very tasteful. So there are things that you can do to live well with lupus. In the beginning, it's going to take some time. You might not want to do it. You may go back and forth, but if I promise you, if you do it, you're going to know the difference in your body, and you're going to have more control over your health. So next time we're definitely I had a great diary before my headaches. Okay, so how did that work for you? Let's hear from Ruthia. How did that work for you when you start journaling about your headaches? Let's hear that. While she's typing, we're going to continue this conversation. Yeah, journaling is very important. It is very, very important. Some people don't want to do it. You definitely have to make it a lifestyle. You make it a lifestyle with anything it is that you do, it would become second nature. I carry my journal with me all the time. And if I do not want to write in my journal, I'll voice text and I'll remember it later like homework. Okay. So and I honestly I'm a wine drinker. I love wine. And I love a good cocktail too. So some liquor I cannot drink. It would swell me up. Really? Yes, and I had to figure that out because
is it the sugar that's in this?
I still don't know exactly what it is in there. But so okay, I don't you can get blackballed for saying certain liquor. But I'm a tequila drinker. So yay to tequila drinkers. But the other stuff, that's white. I don't know what's in there, and I don't know what's in there. I'm not gonna lie, I have not done any research. I just know when I drink this particular liquor, it does not do well for me at all. And certain wines will swell me up too.
Certain who?
Wines.
Oh, okay.
I'm a red wine drinker, but certain red wines still swell me up.
I think that's because the processing of it. You know what I'm saying? As they process it, because some of them don't all be all natural, wines, some people add little different things in it to make it what it is, you know what I mean?
I didn't think of
or
I didn't think of that. I just wrote the name down nope, stay away from that.
Did you figure out where it came from? Where was it?
I didn't do my research on why. I just whatever it is that I have and whatever name that is, I just completely stay away from it. I don't even figure out why, but that's something dope. I should go back and see what's the difference in there. But I just write down the names of things and I'm like, nope. Like I love eggs. But I know eggs is hard on my stomach, but I love eggs. So yeah, so I went to egg whites and that does very well.
Have you tried just eggs?
No.
The plant-based egg? It actually tastes just like eggs.
Really?
Yeah, I tried it. I tried it a couple times. I had got some omelets made out of it too. So it was good. I think it's a little sweeter than eggs, but it tastes good. Like eggs. Yeah, it tastes like eggs.
I like to try new things, so I can try new things. Oh, wait, we got Ruthia back on. What did she say? Let's see what this say. It definitely helped me understand what food triggers my headaches. Oh, okay. So, and what time of day I would get headaches if I ate certain foods or what food combination not to mix so I could avoid them as well. But I am a hardhead. So since you've been yes, tequila drinker. Since you have been journaling, do you notice how good you feel versus when you eat those type of foods? Is it a big difference on your headaches? And is it a time frame, a length of time that it lasts, or what do you do to get rid of those headaches? I am definitely going to try that. And that's one thing that they do say, do a plant-based diet. So
do you do plant-based?
So listen, I was told that I'm somebody told me I was right? Semi plant-based. Pseudo vegan. Okay, pseudo vegan.
Never heard that term before.
Don't come after me, y'all. Pseudo vegan. Because I go between, I'll eat plant-based ice cream, which is good. I'll eat vegan ice cream. Yeah, which is very good, but I'll go back and forth. I'm not 100% all in it.
Well, I ain't consider vegan. Maybe vegetarian.
I don't know what to call it, but I go back and forth between plant-based. I love vegan food. So I'm back and forth with seafood. I don't eat too much of white stuff, period. Like starch. I'm not a big starch eater at all. I'm not.
You ever had like Beyond Meat?
I love that. I think Starbucks sell that. The Impossible Breakfast Burger.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's different. Okay,
Yeah,
I had
'cause
that, and
Impo-
it's
and
good.
The Impossible, it has like that's soy. It's to have soy in it, which is good for y'all, women, but not for men because it got estrogen in it.
Right.
So, Beyond Meat don't have it's soy free.
I had Beyond Meat burger before.
So I eat that. I eat the burgers, and then they got it grounded. So therefore, you can make spaghetti out of it if you like spaghetti, lasagna, those type of things.
It's good, but you got to know how to cook that because I know one time when I first made it myself, it tastes like rubber. Really? I overcooked it, yes. So you got to cook it the right. You got to know how to cook that type of stuff. Yeah. But I do like that.
Yeah, I actually big on that. Like they got plant-based hot Italian sausages.
I know I seen all that stuff when I be going in the grocery store.
Breakfast sausage, all that.
Cause I don't eat pork at all, so I'll eat like chicken or turkey things, and that's pretty good too.
Have you ever tried a diet based off your blood type?
Oh, you teaching me something? No,
because you can look up your blood type and it tell you what kind of food is good for your blood type. Because I remember one time I was serving some chicken. The lady was like, I don't eat chicken because it ain't good for my blood. My blood, blood type.
You know what? I'm gonna do my homework. He gave us some homework time. I'm gonna do my homework. I did not know that. I never heard that. So thank you for the information. So a diet based on your blood type. Look into that. You guys get back with me. We got Ruthia back on here. What is she saying? Lachelle. Okay, Lachelle. Try black salt too. It adds the egg flavor to food, salads, etc. Okay. My soul is rich, the road less. Okay. Thank you. The lovely chocolate drop. Yes, I don't have them as much. Next up is figuring out what triggers. Okay, I see you. I cut out beef and pork. Beef, I still have beef every now and again. Twisted blade plants upstairs. Okay. Yes, they are twisted plants based upstairs are very, very good. I had a mushroom vegan burger from them. It was so tasteful. Yes, and I replaced my bread because I don't like to eat bread. I replaced that with the lettuce. So I had the lettuce and tomatoes and stuff on there. That was so good. Okay. Yes, Twisted Vibes in Sherman Phoenix. I even ate there. Oh, he's dropping gems. I'm going to look into that. Yeah, he is. I always say it wrong. What do you feel about beets? You know what, Quentin? Hey, baby. I love beets.
I like beets. It's real earthy.
Yes, I started eating beets when first of all, I was made to eat a lot of vegetables when I was growing up. We could not get from the table if our food was not done. Okay. So, but I fell in love with beets. I feel like you got to train your taste buds. If you train your taste buds, you're going to fall in love with a lot of things that we say we do not like.
And then another thing too, with everything that's good for you don't taste good. So, a lot of people think, it's gotta taste real good or it gotta have flavor. Everything that's good for you don't taste good. Like sea moss good, but it's good for you, but it don't taste good.
That is so disgusting. But it is very good for you. I like to eat that in my smoothies.
And beets is good as a juice too. I like that when you mix different juices together with that.
It has to be mixed. Beets juice has to be mixed with something else. I can eat beets by itself, but juice, yeah, I could definitely eat that by itself. But the beets juice, disgusting. You got to mix it up with me. Yeah. Mix it up with some sweet something.
Some apples or some
pineapples.
Yeah.
You gotta mix it. You gotta mix it. Sea moss, texture is nasty. It is, Kenda, but it's so good for you. I buy it every time I see it, and it always goes away. So I'm gonna challenge myself next time I come across of it. I want to get some, and the goal is to finish it off.
What's called
Flavors,
upstairs?
sea moss, and what, Tom?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Is that what you gave me?
I was just about to say.
I knew something was in there. Okay,
Yeah.
Vitality. Shout out to you. That drink.
Kamar. Yeah, that's
Kamara.
Yeah, that juice fire.
That juice was very good. I knew it was something in there. I thought it was something else in there. I was like, "Is that in there?" He was like, "Nah, that was very good." That
they got to tap in. They gotta tap in with that vitality. I'm telling you.
Cures. Okay. So, Sir Quentin, there is no cures for is that what you're talking about?
No, read the screen first.
Oh, beats cures a lot. Cures a lot. Yeah. What? Yeah, me too. Beets with ginger and lemon and bananas. I love that. I could see me drinking that. I definitely could see me drinking that. No, he did just say cure, or did he? Was
Cure.
that a typo?
He meant cure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you messing me up.
No, you
You know, when you wear glasses, I have astigmatism, you guys. So when you wear glasses, you try not to focus in. So I do a lot of scan reading, which sometimes don't work for me and sometimes do work for me. Because if I focus in too much, my head get to hurting. We ain't doing that today with all these lights. This is dope, healthy choices. Yes, it is. Hey, TG. TG has a upcoming show. She is a great member of the Panel Podcast group. She has a show on the 29th of this month. Go check her out. Where is that located? Tika G. Put that your venue where you're going to be at. Where's going to be at in the comments. She's very hilarious, you guys. You gotta check her out. You have to check her out. She's dope. What's the last comment on there? Yeah. So, is there anything else that you would like to add to information, triggers, the diet, even though it's more than one diet? Anything else that you would like to add when it comes to triggers and lupus?
Like going organic too. Like, you can get the regular vegetables, but a lot of them regular vegetables have GMO. They got them genetically modified. So strawberries is not supposed to be real big. Strawberries is supposed to be size of blackberries and stuff like that. So then lemons, when lemons be extra big, they don't supposed to be that big. They don't give out a lot of juice, and especially with ginger root. If you go to the store, because nowadays or during the wintertime, you would see a lot of extra big ginger roots. But then when you get it and juice it or whatnot, they don't give off a lot of juice.
You is dropping some stuff. You gonna
organic.
make me start looking at different things. You changing my whole mindset right now.
And reading the labels. Because if you can't pronounce it, you don't need to eat it. You don't need to
know
put it in
what?
your body. For real.
I said that long time ago, but I didn't believe myself. I just used to say, like, what is this? If I can't pronounce it, I shouldn't be eating it, but I will still eat it. So that's a true thing, huh?
Right. Yeah, like what's that? Like gummy bears and stuff like that.
I love gummy bears.
You know that's made with pork? Okay, yeah. You got pork in it. See, people don't even know that.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name. It started with a T, I think. Yeah, pork.
Oh my God, you gonna take everything away from me. I love gummy bears, gummy worms, the nerves that stuck together. Those are my
Ropes.
nighttime snacks.
Hey, they say if you wasn't born with it, you could live without it.
Oh my God, it's gonna help me lose some weight though, I'll tell you that. What we got up there? Quinn said, what about CBD plugs? Quinn, that's gonna be another show, but we definitely gonna talk about that. Okay. Oh, the 30th, you guys. I do apologize. It's gonna be the 30th at Bougie Backyard Comedy Show. Flyer will be on her page. So Tika G, Ruthia, my chocolate drop. Did he mention where we can find his food? Where can you find your food?
Actually, I got an event Sunday, and it's London Sweet Studio. So that's I got the address.
The lovely tone. Can we put that in the chats, please, or tag it? Thank you
It's
so
from
much.
1 to 5 this
the man
Sunday.
behind everything. My niece told me because Kendra, what?
She's basically going back. Her niece told her that it was made for pork because of the gelatin.
Oh, see, he got me on track. I'm like, what are you talking about? Don't tell me that. We're going to, y'all. I'm gonna have to. I just bought a whole bag of candy.
We're gonna go through your cabinet and find out what you're doing.
Luxury Studios. The address is 8524 West Lisbon Avenue, 1 to 5.
And when?
Sunday.
This Sunday?
23rd.
23rd.
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm having.
I was just gonna ask you that.
No, I might bring the Mexican jerk chicken out. That's a signature recipe. So if you ever heard, yeah, they stole it. So if you ever heard of it, so Mexican jerk. I got some signature Alfredos. One that got salmon in it. I
love Alfredo.
Seafood Alfredo got shrimp and lobster in it.
I never had that.
Yeah.
Oh, he making me hungry. What else? We get the insight because you are on this show today. You gotta drop the insight. We get the insight here. What else you gonna be having?
I might do my first time bringing it to the public. My turkey wings.
I love turkey wings. Yes. What's gonna be on top of them?
Nothing. My seasoning.
Your seasoning. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. You ain't gonna need no teeth either.
Yep. So, okay.
So if anybody out there got dentures, they can leave them at home.
Cause I be taking my Invisaligns out. When I take them out, my teeth be a little bit tender before So that's gonna be good. They're gonna be gentle on my teeth.
My signature potatoes with spinach and fresh Parmesan cheese.
So you're gonna have VIP for the panel, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to have our own line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your own line.
Our own line.
VIP line?
Yeah.
Skip the line, go right to the front.
Yes. Yeah. Can we work out something with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do some VIP.
We got Ruthia said, what did she say? Something about you were sold out last event. Oh, we're gonna have to come. Listen, we're gonna put our orders in before. And you gonna make those? If you could please make those and put those to the side. Because we be on a late show sometimes.
If y'all got 4 hours. Well, it probably don't last 4 hours.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You might run out.
Right, yeah. Y'all gotta be there. Y'all be there at 12:45. Now watch me set up.
We can watch you set up. Desserts. Do you do any desserts? We got the lovely Kendra, the voice. No desserts.
I do give samples though.
What?
I give samples. Give them a wake up. Get them started.
Get them started.
Yeah.
So you gonna get them started and have them feeding, but can't come back for more because you don't do desserts.
Oh no, not dessert. I'm talking about my food. I give samples. So.
No. Oh, okay. He gives samples. That's dope. A lot of people don't give samples. That's high five to that. Yeah. I love that. I love that.
Because,
I love that. I love that.
You ain't gonna turn down no free. Some people do, but if you come to eat food, buy food, you ain't gonna turn down nothing free.
You got a point.
You know what I'm saying? Here, try this before you buy it. And even if a person come and say, "Oh, I want to buy it anyway," I still want to try it while I'm making their plate, so they can, get ready for it.
I love it. I love it. Do you make any desserts?
I don't.
No desserts. The boys, no desserts.
I might look into that.
You might look into that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be vegan, plant-based desserts.
I mean, I get the people what they want.
Get the people what they want.
Yeah, I get the people what they want.
So it's probably won't.
I might have different. I have different things.
Oh my goodness. Yams. Kendra be on there. Do you do yams?
No.
Yams?
I don't make soul food.
You don't make soul food?
Because everybody does it.
Okay, so what is your food considered? Yeah, especially a salmon.
Alfredos. Because some people
so
might
what category do you put that? That's where the gourmet come in at? Okay, got you. That's
then
slick.
I make the fresh steamed vegetables.
I love fresh steamed vegetables.
No butter, nothing like that, just straight season.
Like
For people that's vegan.
asparagus.
No, I do like mixed vegetables. I mean, I do. I have done asparagus on the grill,
I love asparagus.
and everything I cook is be on the grill. Stuff like the vegetables.
That's healthy,
Yeah,
and that's a different type of taste.
that's why I grill chicken instead of fried chickens. Everybody want fried chicken. You can't really get the savoriness of fried chicken, but you can do it with when I do grilled chicken.
I love it. You different. We definitely going. We got a team that love to eat. We always eating something. As you can see, we gonna be hitting you up. So don't be getting us hooked and then not being available because your inbox gonna be.
No, that's
We
what I
gonna
do.
be.
That's what I do. I do that for a living. Full-time father, and besides being a father, and I'm cooking. I'm always cooking.
Okay. We coming. We coming Sunday, right, you guys? How many of us gonna be there on Sunday? Let me see. And it's just the panel. So we're gonna wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this segment on some tips and on what to eat, on what not to eat, what to stay away from, to start journaling. So what I will ask for you guys to do is next time I do a part 2 on this, I want to know what you guys start journaling, when you started journaling, what you eating, what you learned, and how did it trigger your lupus? Okay, so stay tuned for the next topic when it comes to nutrition, balancing, eating, when it comes to living well with lupus. I want to hear about your journaling experiencing. And we do not have our lovely producer here to cut me out. So while we're waiting on him, we're going to read some more comments.
Next time I'm gonna have some samples.
Some samples.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them here to the studio, and while we on live, I want you to sample the food so they can see your expression.
So we definitely gonna have a part 2. Okay. We got Kenda. Do you cater? Do you cater?
Yes, I do.
You do cater.
Yes.
Okay. He cater you guys. A dad that can cook. My chocolate drop said that's dope.
Yeah.
I want to be there. You should be here. But I'll see you in a minute. She'll be potting in a little bit anyways. But he's definitely.
And I do gardening too.
What do you mean?
I
Like
do
outside?
outside indoor garden too. Like if you don't got no yard and you got a patio or balcony, I can make that happen for you.
I like pretty things. So you like flowers, roses, like something growing,
fruits and vegetables.
Really, you do all of that?
Yeah.
Wait, listen. He does a lot. I wasn't even ready for him. We was just talking about food, but he does a lot. I am coming to part 2. Yes, I would love you guys to come to part 2. Where can they find you at doing that? Is it on the same platforms?
Yeah, on Jay's Gourmet Catering on Facebook.
You got pictures and stuff?
I do.
You do?
Probably a couple years old, but yeah.
That's fine. It still show your work.
Yeah, peppers, tomatoes.
I love
lettuce.
peppers. Do you teach them how to do it for a first timer? So like, I want to grow something. Would you? Because that can be therapeutic, right? Mm-hmm. So do you teach people how to, take really?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you a different type of dude. Are you going to rap about food to end out? We can pile from there. Hey, you want to get them a little taste?
I didn't even bring my speaker. I could have played some.
You could have played some?
They can look it up. Look it up on YouTube, Apple Music. I got a song called Gourmet Affirmations.
Really?
Yeah, tell them to come get a play, rapping and cooking.
I
Jay
would love
Black
that.
the Don, not Jay's Gourmet though. But Jay Black the Don.
And that's on Instagram.
No, that's on all platforms, music platform.
Oh.
That's my music name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
My cooking is Jay Gourmet.
So he cook, ladies. He rap, and he a full-time father.
Serenade, I do a little humming and harmonizing, stuff like that.
He is gassing it. He is gassing it.
Next time we had one, we just had play my music to introduce us. Let them know I'm in the building.
I like that. I give the customers what they want.
Yeah.
So
if that's what they want.
If that's your request, I'm okay with that. We could set something up, but it's definitely gonna be a part 2. Definitely
I'm
gonna be a
looking
part
forward
2.
to it.
Yes, we done freestyle this thing all the way out, you guys. So, um, hope to see you soon. You can find me on YouTube, Lupus Has No Face podcast. Again, I want to see you and your journal experience the next time for part 2. Stay tuned. See you later. Hello, you guys. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Lupus Has No Face podcast. This is the 3rd episode. We will be discussing lupus and makeup, embracing your beauty, and empowering yourself with makeup tips for those with lupus. Okay, so what that means is that for those who have lupus, sometimes develop lesions on our skin, and it could be from the sun majority of the time. So our skin will bake from the inside out, and it happens over a couple days, and we will see red, purple, black, and sometimes it would get worse and it would develop a lesion somewhere on our skin. So with that being said, I found a lovely episode on YouTube from this lovely lady. I want you to check it out. It's just basically showing you that you do not need all the products in the world and all the makeup brushes to achieve a beautiful look. Check it out.
This discoid lupus is, you've heard of lupus, but you haven't heard of maybe discoid lupus. You can check out some more of my videos. What do you do when you don't got a lot of time? I'm not a makeup expert, but I'm rushing to get out of here, and I don't got time. So found the perfect makeup double wear. Took me a couple of years to find this, to cover up these lupus scars. Actually, y'all, they look 100% better than what they used to. So I was so happy when I found this makeup because, and they not sponsoring me, but they will. I'm manifesting. But anyway, I'm sorry I don't put on no extra this and that and that and this. I am a mom, and I have a busy life, a wife. I'm a coach, I'm a pastor's wife, I am a part-time professor. Look, I do a lot, and I don't got time to be doing 18,000 prep this, prep that. I get up in the morning, I go to the gym. Sometimes I try to make the gym with my husband, and I don't got time to be putting on all of this, but this makeup is one shot. Put it on. Now I'm sweating a little bit. I need my eyebrows done, but even when I got my eyebrows done, I put a little bit here. I do make sure that my hands is clean. I put it here. I gotta look in this mirror over here. Sometime I'll do this. Sometime I won't put this. I'll put like concealer, and I'll probably go back over it. But my eyebrows are not done. But look, I gotta get up out of here, and I don't got time. This makeup, it covers so well. Look at that. Now, I do sometimes have to go back and let it dry a little bit and then come back. Now, I am sweating right now. Not only is this light, but I'm telling you how flashes are real. Sorry, mama. Sorry. Every time I made fun of you, I thought you was joking. You wasn't joking. So sometime I'll get a sample of this from Macy's or Estee Lauder. Get a sample to do lighter, because just a little bit lighter, because you know how sometimes makeup is, it might not be the exact color. So this makeup is a little bit darker, but I tried to go lighter in getting the, you know, that main, it don't work. So sometimes I'll mix these two together, and then sometimes I'll just ask, hey, can I have just something a little bit lighter for it? But for the other areas, I need, so, you know, I need it to be right on. So the darker makeup works perfectly. So I'll let it dry a little bit, and then just put a little bit here. A little bit here. Those little extra spots above my eyebrow. Ooh, I need to stop sweating. How I end up getting, talk to me if you have discoid lupus. I get like, looking like I have a mustache over here. I haven't understood that yet. My lips, let this dry up. A little bit of this lip gloss. I love my free gifts. Still got a little bit on my hand because, you know, after everything dries, you kind of want to see if you need to put a little bit more. I have to put on this black eyeliner. Where is it? This black is like super black and I don't like it. But just to shake them out a little bit. Remember, I'm in a rush, so ain't nobody playing. I gotta get up out of here. I don't like putting on this much black. I'm overdoing it. Get my little thing here. Brush this up a little bit. Sometimes I'll be messing up. I'm not a pro. Put on a little bit of makeup there. I don't want to put on no eyelashes, but I will because I don't want to look sick. You know how people be like, you okay? People be asking me, you alright? You don't have no eyelashes. Come down with the makeup so I can wipe. Put way too much on my hand. I have no makeup wipes. Put these earrings on. Some little studs. Some everyday little eyelashes. Sometimes I be reusing eyelashes when I don't want to wear.
So as you guys can see that she did it with her hand. She didn't use a brush. She didn't do too much. So I would call her a beginning. I would consider myself as an expert because I define and I contour and I do all of that. But for people that are beginning stages or do not know too much about makeup, that's what I kind of wanted to show you so you don't feel too overwhelmed, because when you go into a makeup store like MAC or Clinique or anything of that nature, you probably will get overwhelmed not knowing what you should have, and it does cost a lot. So the way she did it, I felt was very appropriate to show because it's cost efficient. You know, if you didn't need any brushes, you could do it with your finger, and she didn't use too much. So hello, Yasu. We got lovely Sean on here. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. So I think it's very important to have a face regimen, right? So I want to share with you guys my face regimen that I do. So the first thing that I do with my face regimen is that I cleanse my face. And this is La Roche-Posay, and this is my cleanser that I use. They were found in 1968 in an article using the Vogue, which they kind of was discussing whether great skincare can actually be achieved through a proper skincare regimen, and it definitely can. So, and their sister company is also Estée Lauder. So I do my face cleanser first. And then after I do my face cleanser, I put on my Clinique, my skin spot corrector. Because sometimes I get dark spots in the sun, depending on how long I've been out the sun, or they can call aging. But sometimes I get dark spots on my face, and this is what helps me with this. And then once I am done with the corrector, the Clinique, I use these two, which is my sunscreen and my moisturizer. I blend these two together and I put these on my face because it's very important to have moisturizer with sunscreen in there. And as you can see, this is the face sunscreen. So it's very light and sensitive on my face. It does last for a pretty long time, and it doesn't aggravate my face. So these are the things that I like to use for my face regimen. So again, it's very important to have a face regimen when you have discoid lupus, or even if you do not have discoid lupus. But most of the time, some people that have lupus or SLE tends to have discoid lupus, and that affects your skin and your hair. It will be another episode that I will be doing on how it affects our hair follicles. Okay. So again, this is my face regimen. I do this twice a day. Now, for this cream right here, I do not use this pen more I am butchering this word, right? I am butchering this to the life of me. right? But as you can see, I only use this when I have a flare up. It's for inflammation in your skin and to get rid of red marks in your skin. Do not come after my life, you guys. I butchered this word, okay? But I do use this cream. This cream cannot be purchased over the counter. You have to go to your dermatologist for this cream. And I actually love this cream, but I have not used it in quite some time now because I can't, you guys, but a clean face, because I want to show you guys, if you did have a lesion on your face, how you can cover it up. Okay. So this right here is from MAC as well. This is my concealer, okay? So what I'm going to do, you guys, because thank God I don't have any lesions. That means I've been taking care of myself. I've been taking my meds. I haven't been out in the sun. And if I am out in the sun, I am protecting myself. So I'm going to take this black eyeliner, right? And I'm going to make a mark on my face. Going to make a black mark on my face, because sometimes, you guys, when we get our lesions, they can be black, purple, red, right? You see that? Okay. So something quick. So I made a mark on my face. This is our lesion for today. I'm going to take one of my brushes and I'm going to start with the lighter concealer. Again, this is concealer. I'm going to just pat it. And I'm going to go over a couple different times so it can be covered up. And this is something that I've done in the past when I've had lesions on my face and I still wanted to feel beautiful, because regardless if we know that we're beautiful or not, when we have something that's on our face where the public can see, we just don't feel beautiful, right? So thank God there is makeup tips and things out there that can help us cover up to make us feel beautiful so we can operate as such, right? So as you can see, this is the second applicant that I put on here. And you can see that it's fading, right? Right? So that's the lighter concealer that I normally use. And I typically go in with the darker one and I go over it. I'm blotting it because you don't want to keep wiping, because that doesn't allow you to pile on the concealer. You want to continue to pile it on so you don't see it at all, or you just see it just a tad little bit, right? And again, this is only concealer and I'm only blotting it. And this is the third time that I have applied any concealer on here. I did 2 light shades and 1 darker color shade. Now, from what I'm looking at, I can't see anything. You don't see anything. So if you have a lesion on your face, whether it's red, purple, black, multicolored, concealer is definitely going to help you cover up that lesion and make you feel beautiful all over again, right? So typically once I does my concealer, and this is a quick makeup day, right? I'll have my my foundation and I'll put it on my foundation brush just to even it out. And I'm still going to blot it because we don't want to ruin the layers that we piled up to cover that lesion up, right? So right now I'm just going to make everything even. I'm not going to do my whole face. I'm just going to do half of it. So this is just allowing you guys to see. You don't have to be a makeup artist in order to apply makeup on your face and to look beautiful. So look, just that little bit of time, I'm going to say it took me, all of 5-6 minutes. And this was just the concealer and foundation. And boom, it almost is blended in with my skin. You can tell the difference a little bit, but this seems to be more, I guess, shinier and more even versus my skin over here. You can still see the redness and the shininess over here, but you do not see the lesion that we put on my face, right? So now I'm going about my day. My lesion is covered up. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I can conduct my day as being beautiful. It's feeling beautiful. And when we feel beautiful, we'll tend to be much nicer, much patient, and more understanding versus having something on our face. And when people are looking at us, we think they're looking at our lesion, but sometimes they're not even looking at our lesion. That's our own insecurities. So again, when this makeup come off at night, I do use my face regimen, and I do use makeup wipes that are not here. So the first thing I will use to take this off is my makeup wipes, and then I will go into my face regimen at night, minus in this. I won't use this, but I'll use everything else. And I do that twice a day. And remember, you guys, we are a different color in the winter, and we are a different color in the summertime. So it's best that we go to get our makeup changed winter and summer, sometimes spring. So it's okay to have 2 different or 3 different shades of makeup so it can blend in evenly to our skin when the seasons change, right? So those were some tips and traits when it comes to lupus and makeup, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in for the next time. I will be doing a full face next time that's going to consist of all of everything. So be ready. But thank you for tuning in. Love you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.